Thank you, Kathy. That was a Christmas gift uh, from Q. I love it. It's one of the coolest things I think I've ever gotten. What's cool about it is, and also it changes color. You know, so it has like an LED thing on it. So you just hit the button and it changes color. It's wild. How have you been? Just you were out in the woods last weekend, weren't you? You weren't here, or last time we did this, you weren't here. What is going on? Toto, welcome. AJ, welcome. Kathy is on it. Toto, we get together every couple weeks as a channel, and we like to share, pictures, videos. We have a conversation about cryptids or whatever you want to talk about. As always, guys, Gmail. I'm sorry, Bigfoot Input at gmail.com is open. If you guys want to share anything during the live, you're welcome to do that at that address. Feel free to speak openly, but we also don't tolerate any childishness, so gotta go. Everybody, let me introduce you to Bigfoot World Cryptids, the paranormal of Central Florida. Kathy Westerman is her name, and she's one of our moderators, not to mention one of our best boots on the ground researchers. So if you haven't ever been to that channel, please hop over on YouTube and give her a quick subscribe, and don't forget to check them out on Facebook. You'll see stuff there that you won't believe. Promise. There you go, TikTok. Yeah, if they're still around, you can you can hop on TikTok. I don't know. However long they'll be here. I think they're safe. I think that was just, well, we won't get into what I think it was. How about that? We'll just let it be. But anyway, I think that they're back, and I think they're safe. So for anyone that uses TikTok as a revenue stream, hey, good for you. I'm glad they're back. AJ, we get our fair share, buddy. We do. I mean, it depends. Generally, it's a pretty small stream, but you see, like, just right there, it spiked up to 30, and now it's back down to 12. We've spiked up to 20,000 before. And when you get that sort of audience, it's just mayhem. And you're like, just trying to chase around children to keep them out of the live. So I had to go out and hire me a couple gunslingers. So I got Kathy here and Tommy Boy whenever he comes around as moderators. Plus, I think my J Mac is a moderator too. Yeah, okay, J Mac's a moderator too. Bigfoot. Oh yeah, okay. Never believed that. Michael. That's the story, though. I never believed in it until I saw it. And you get these hunters. I've been hunting for 35 years. I never seen one until I did. And there you go. So I don't buy the whole, Joe Rogan's. Well, I know a bunch of hunters and they've never seen one. Okay, well, so what? I've never seen a blue whale, but they exist. Pretty sure of it. Where the hell is Croom? Never heard of that before. Well, AJ, I am J Mac. Welcome to Bigfoot Input. Welcome to the show. Kathy, help me out. Where's Webster? I'm not familiar. It's got to be Central West somewhere. South of you. Well, yeah. So, all right. So central, central-ish. Thank you, Toto. Please subscribe. Hop over to Kathy's channel, subscribe to her as well. Yeah, Michael, curious, what state are you in? But what state was your sighting in? That's something to get used to. Goodness gracious. New Jersey. Gotcha. Yeah, you know what's funny about Jersey? I always just thought Jersey was, I don't know. Don't take this the wrong way. Anyone that's in Jersey, don't take this offensively. But I always thought it was just crappy cities and, even crappier beach. Honestly. Never really thought anything about Jersey. But I got stuck on a detour through New Jersey, and I was going through this rural area of New Jersey, which I didn't know existed. There's mountains and stuff up there. It's actually there's nice parts of the state. But if you're going through Trenton or Jersey Shore, you're just not really experiencing the nicer parts of Jersey, in my opinion. Yeah, the Mountain Dew and beer, Kathy. I don't regret trying it. And I didn't think it was bad or anything. Although I don't think I'll ever go to a bar and order it. Yeah. So tonight I'm drinking this what is this? Modelo Chelada. You can't see it. Chelada limon and salt. So it's like I don't know, it's like lime and salt, and it is not holding back on the salt. I don't hate it, but it's different. Well, I could definitely see drinking it if you're not a beer fan. You know. All right, Toto. Well, thanks for dropping by. Gonna get some pictures rolling here in a second. This one is D-Boz, which he and Scott Loomis dropped me numerous pictures after I'd made the last video. So the next video we'll get these in. Not this one. This was in the video, but we'll get some some other pictures in. So, I mean, that's a good question, Michael. I think that they know about Sasquatch just as much as they know about, you know, UFOs and extraterrestrials, but they don't tell the public. Like now, just now, UFOs are starting to become like a normal thing because they're trying to integrate it into the public so we get used to hearing about it. Like, when's the last time like someone tells you about like lights in the sky? You're like, ho hum, like so what, whatever. But they want that. They want that lack of reaction, and then we'll know about it. So eventually, I mean, they've known about Sasquatch for a long time, especially like after Mount St. Helens. So they have bodies and they've got their fossil DNAs, whatever else they got, and eventually they'll come out with it, but it'll be a long time. I think it's like a 5 to 7 year period that they need to sort of dilute the public, so there's no like world of what was it, War of the Worlds reaction. So if you start hopping on the news and telling everybody that aliens are real and they're on the way, then people just go ape shit. So. Send it on over, Kathy. Yeah, I think D-Baw's got this one pretty good. It's might be a little hard to see, but basically, I'm seeing eyeball here. If I can wait for my screen to catch up to me. Sorry, eyeball here. There's another eyeball there. One nostril here, and then obviously the mouth down here. And you can see it has a huge head shape. So, yeah, good picture. It's funny. Aliens or UFOs, whatever you want to call it, to me, has never it's never been that fascinating of a subject, and I know it can be a wormhole, but I've always just sort of accepted it as truth. I was like, yeah, that's totally the way it is. So I never really dived too much into it because it's not like oh wow kind of a thing. But that being said, I've never personally had any sort of UFO experience. I've never seen one or whatever. Never even known anyone that saw one. I think you have to live in Brazil to really get your fair share of UFO sightings. And I'm sorry, but doesn't it seem a little coincidental that most UFO sightings in the United States are in the I'm going to say far west, mountain time range. Um, it just seems a little coincidental to me. That's all. Right there over Area 51, over the desert, over military operations and things like that. I tend to think that most UFOs that are spotted are they're our own military craft. Uh-oh. Got an incoming picture. Sorry, I'm getting some incoming pictures here. I see what you see, Kathy. It's going to be hard for this to show up on camera, but I see what you're looking at here. So this is a creature that Kathy caught a long time ago. And I see what you mean about the other one. I'm a little afraid it's not going to show up on camera very well, but I see it. Let's see. Triangle, like the Vienna Triangle in Washington. You know, AJ, there's one in there's one in Massachusetts too. So I don't know, you know. And you're in Washington State. That's where all the Bigfoot are. Oregon and Washington. Michael, did you ever seek expedition for Bigfoot? Me? No, no. I am I'm an armchair researcher. I do a lot of scouring, you know, various parts of the world for pictures and videos and analysis and storytelling and things like that. I myself am personally, I mean, I've done my fair share of researching in the woods, you know, but no, not like a big expedition camping type of thing to go out and hunt Bigfoot. No. All right, Michael, thank you. Please subscribe. All right, Kathy, let me see if I can switch over to the other picture and see what it looks like. So here's the thing. When I do it like this, I have no control over, like I can't point to anything like I do with my mouse. See the mouse? No, you can't even see the mouse now. It's gone. So, because this is basically a picture of a phone. But I see what you're saying. Like, right here. There's just a really faint face. Kathy, you'd have to remind me about that story with the red flash. I mean, I get quite a bit of material out of your group, so I don't recall all of it. Yeah, it does. Like I said, you know, it's like when you're trying to show these pictures, a phone is taking a video of a different screen, you know, and it just doesn't give the clarity that you would hope for, but you know, until YouTube kind of gets their shit together and allows you to post pictures on live, you know, this is the only I came up with this setup, frankly. I don't know if anyone else does this, but YouTube is very restrictive of what you can and can't do on there, you know. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Kathy. I'm going to show this one too. There it is. It even looks like it has little like little wheels. You know, or like little drop down something or other, you know. Wow. It's very cool. All right, let's see what else we have. I don't know where D-Boz is tonight, but he's late. Um, World. Oh yeah, right here. This is, of course, thermal thermal footage. So looks a little different than regular video or IR. But we can see something right here: eye structure, nose structure. This gets a little blurred out, and then there's like hair here and a face. Yeah, I think going through all the footage has to be the toughest part. Yeah, you know what, AJ, now that you say that, I do too. I see it right here. This guy right there. Oh. Could be, yeah, no, here. It's hard to tell. This is a good one, Kathy. Good job on this one. Very cool. I was very tempted on the last video to do a follow-up to the Bigfoot World video that we originally did. I was going to do a secondary video, but I did end up having like a couple that I wanted to put in that weren't Bigfoot World. So it was funny. It was a very Bigfoot World heavy video, but it ended up not end up being the actual sequel that I want to do. But oh yeah, I mean there's a huge difference, Kathy. Massive. Yeah, I mean you can see this creature is obviously eye, nose, mouth. It's funny, you know, uh, Bigfoot World has some really cool footage that's not thermal, but I swear I think when the thermal got introduced, you guys started picking up shit that just no one imagined being there. It's a wild ride. I can only imagine, you know, being out there, but well, like I said, Kathy, I can only imagine what it's like to be out there. So we'll just leave it at that. Can only imagine. Ooh, the table shaking. Where's Tommy? You know, Mr. Midwest. These guys are slacking, man. I don't appreciate it. Hey, Tim T, welcome, bud. I think your name was just, he just, did you summon him, Kathy? Like, somehow, speak his name. There he is. His ears are burning. He's like, somebody's talking about me over there. I've seen quite a few of Tim T's videos. Actually, I've watched. I think one of, and I'm sure that there's a lot more out there that I haven't seen. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I've seen them all, but Tim T at some point had posted a video of footprints in a muddy area, and obviously in Florida. But man, that was some of the most compelling footage because yeah, he was kind of stopping and going in slow motion over each footprint, and there was like different sizes, and I was like, either you're either talking about feral humans or skunk apes, and I don't remember if the and if you could see the mid tarsal break or any of that. I don't recall in the video, but I just remember thinking like, man, there was a ton of footprints in that video. It was very cool. AJ, were you anywhere near the Mount St. Helens explosion? I mean, what was that? I shouldn't say explosion, but eruption. What was that like? 80s, 86, 87, something like that? Yeah, it did indeed. And I mean, I've heard some stories about them hauling bodies off the mountain. What they have a there's some on Mount St. Helens. They have a name. Is it like it's like Ape Mountain or something to that effect? You're a baby. Yeah, I think yeah, Ape Mountain. I think well, I was young, and I didn't. I don't live. I lived in Florida, so I've only heard about it much after the fact. Kathy, correct me if I'm wrong. I think this guy's name, Backwoods Bigfoot, something like that. I think that's his name, Backwoods Bigfoot, or back, yeah, Backwoods Bigfoot. He did some art too, which I also have down the line here in the collection. But this is a pretty cool photo. I think it's pretty clear. He looks just like the Grinch, like a brown Grinch. D-Boss, here he is. Hey, boss lady, tell him about being late. Yeah, we've sent out the bat signal now. Everyone's starting to show up now. I think, to be fair, I think we normally start this at 7:30. So you know, whatever. I think tonight I just jumped the gun and went early, but oh well. Dan, we already dissected your picture, so sorry. I was telling Kathy after I made the last video on I don't know, what was it, Monday or something like that. I got emails from you and Scott Loomis and everybody else with pictures, and so they didn't make it into the last video, but you know, next time we'll get them in there. I'll be honest with you, I haven't even looked at them yet. Uh, it's been really busy. You think so? I think they're right down the middle. I mean, you got a nose structure right there, which would separate the eyes. And then it looks like there's a little mouth structure down here. Second video. All right, D-Boz, I'll check it out ASAP, promise. Um, just to let everybody know, yeah, it is dark. I just figured it's because he's kind of hidden and you can't really see the, you know, some of them have brown eyes, some of them have pupils. It's hard to tell, but just FYI for everybody. So I will not. I will. I just put out a video for this channel. I haven't got the opportunity to uh, make a video for our other channel, Cryptic Input, in a while, and via my career, my work, I will be shipping out to Nashville next weekend, and I'll be there for like 4 days. So if I get the opportunity to do another video, it'll be the end, not not this week, but the following week. It'll actually be right before we go live again, if I can. So yeah, Kathy, there's been so many different reports. You know, I can't. It's hard to rule out anything anymore. Honestly, it's just like, you know, if you saw one and their eyes are a certain color, well, that's great, but that doesn't mean that there aren't 6 or 7 different species with different eye types. You know, I mean, we've seen what that hell that one, the um, the albino one from Pennsylvania. I've come to believe that that video is probably real, but for whatever reason, that creature does not have eye shine, no tapetum lucidum, and that I can't explain. But if you watch Thinker Thunker's breakdown of it, that creature blinked. So we're ruling out a mask on that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I don't know what to think anymore. I know that the wormhole has gotten a lot deeper than I ever thought it would. Hit that like button, subscribe, and hop over to Bigfoot World and drop Kathy a subscribe. They deserve it. A lot of hard work on that team. Goodness, man. I cannot stop yawning. What is going on? Yes, Tim T in Florida. Hop over. Again, drop subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything. Helps out creators a lot. Lot. Welcome, CT. Now, I'm just going to throw this out there, okay? It's a crazy idea. Here's what we need to do. All of you boots on the ground people, right? Kathy, Tim, James, Scott Loomis, you know, D-Boz, whoever's out there, boots on the ground. And it has AJ. You got so much footage that you just can't even sort through all of it. You need to hire me, put me on your staff full time, and I'll go through everyone's footage, you know, and we'll sort out all the cool stuff in the footage. And I think it would be so cool because we would find so much more than what we actually see, because this footage is not, you know, I mean, you guys are busy, right? You're making more footage than you can actually examine, you know, if that makes sense. Oh man, I can't help it yawning. Good gracious, I don't know what's going on. I'm just, yeah. No, no, Kathy, I don't have a big enough computer. You'll have to send it in thumbnail form, and I'll go through one by one. All right, CT, thanks for coming by. Please, you know, like, subscribe. That way, you know when we go live again, you can join us. I would love to be JMac full time. I think it would be very cool. But you know, honestly, that being said, I enjoy my career. I like it. You know, it's funny about that, AJ. Like when I started this deal, I mean, if you go back, I think this is your first time being here. I can't swear to that. But if you've ever watched any of our videos on the channel, I don't claim to be great. First of all, I don't claim to be an expert. I didn't take any classes, but I literally just, it's very much self-taught. Just making a video, and I laugh. I tell my girl all the time. I said every video feels like I've never done this before, like it's the first time. I swear, from the composing to the editing to the posting, there's no monotony. Like you would think eventually, like I mean, I'm on episode 55. You would think, you know, it would be like kind of turnkey by now. No, it's not. It's just, it's mayhem every time we go to make a video. Yeah, Kathy, that sounds just like what a boss lady would say. Just saying. This one's Kathy too. So, all right. So, Kathy, I would imagine you watched the last video and you saw this picture in the video, right? This is your picture. Um, right off the bat, I was like, boom, right there. Very cool. No structure. You can see the nostrils, eyeball. You can see the whites of the eyes and the, it's not pupil. What do they call that? Is it iris? And then over here, it's just too shadowed to see the eye, right? But I was like, this is cool. I like that, right? But as I pull the picture up again, which often happens, right? I'm looking, I'm like, what is all this? Like, it looks like could be pareidolia, but I don't know. It just looks like there's a little more than what I'm seeing here is all there. You know, that's what I'm trying to get at. Like to me, like this is definite. I get that, but here, There just seems to be a little more going on, but I can't quite. My mind won't land on what I'm looking at, you know? Because if you back off, right? Let's get way back. It almost just looks like, I don't know. You know, we know these creatures cluster. I mean, they're kind of like monkeys. It's like where there's one, there's like 10, right? So to see one just sort of tucked in the bush like that, maybe. But it just makes sense that there's more than one. Yeah, I like Para Breakdown. You know, honestly, he's uh he's a little bit of a sarcastic know-it-all kind of guy, but that doesn't make him wrong. I mean, you know, the videos that he puts out, man, it's like he's correct on most. I would say most of the stuff that he says. I'm like, oh yeah, and a lot of it I didn't see until he pointed it out. So I have to respect the guy, you know. His finger over his mouth, the one under the X. So here's the X, one under the X. Tim saying fingers over the mouth. Yeah, possibly. I'll tell you what, truth be told, Para Breakdown has hurt my feelings a couple times because he's done breakdowns that I was like, no, that's, you know, that's this, that's that, and then you watch him do a breakdown, you're like, son of a bitch, man, he is sharp. He does his research too. That's a lot of it. Kathy Westerman here. Another thermal picture. He's wrong for not emailing me back. I emailed him one time, and that was the end of that. He never responded. So I don't know how much I buy into Bigfoot cloaking abilities and or you know dimension. Is that right? Yeah, transdimensional travel and stuff like that. But when I look at a picture like this, right, I'm like, so there's obviously an. Let's just, for argument's sake, there's an eye here. There's a nose here. There's lips. This could have a mustache on it, like hair, and there's a lip here, and then the teeth right here are a different texture. See the teeth? They're different than the lips. So to me that's like so there's a face here, but you know, of what? And again, it's IR footage, so it's thermal footage. Uh so I don't know what exactly we're seeing here. Could be disembodied. I mean, I don't know. This is okay. I was right. Backwoods Bigfoot with a Z. This is some of, I believe it's a him. This is his artwork, and I'll tell you what, I was really impressed by this artwork. So much so that I had to stop and just show you guys this artwork. I think it's very cool. There's like a whole like Aurora Borealis thing going on back here, and then like the big man himself has like this like celestial print on his fur. I mean, I think it's brilliant. So I might reach out to this guy and see if he sells his art like as printables. Oh boy, that's good to have a regular beer. Goodness gracious. I didn't hate that, but I didn't really like it either. A lot of salt in that. Like I think like I get beer and lemon that are beer and lime that goes together, but you add salt. I don't know. I'll have to reach out to this big backwoods Bigfoot guy and see what he's about. See if we can have a conversation. This was interesting. I thought. It's in Dalton Lee. Dalton Lee says, "Grandpa snapped this photo at dusk. Something hairy and bipedal. Excuse me, losing my voice. That came out behind the deer to the left and ran them off. So obviously this picture was taken, according to Dalton here, seconds before the deer took off." Yeah, you're talking about the Colorado one, AJ, the fake one. Boy, people were all over that one. Even TMZ had that one posted. They thought they had found a real Bigfoot. No, I'm sorry, buddy. It's not a maybe. It's a fake. Mr. Midwest, what up? Wiley in the house. AJ, all I can say, buddy, is just scroll back, watch one of my videos that we did a video on that, and I proved, or I should say that I showed that creature was wearing pants. And then Thinker Thunker did the video as well, and he did his whole arm leg ratio thing, and it was off. So I think not to mention, we found a nearby, was it an RV sales lot that has a Bigfoot suit, like a tan Bigfoot suit, that they use for promotional reasons, and it's literally like a quarter of a mile away. So I just think that we can pretty well put that all together. Oh, the pictures maybe. Okay, sorry, went off on a rant there. That's okay. Wiley, I expect a full explanation from you of why you have not been here the last few weeks, and if this is about your in-laws, well, we're not going to accept that as a as an excuse. It was pretty funny, AJ. Like, just went off on a tangent there. Welcome, Flat Rock. Gotcha, buddy. Gotcha. I was just telling the group, not this coming week, but the following week, I'll be in Nashville, like, for 4 days. And so, like, if I get to put out a new video, it'll be at the end of that week, and it'll be right before we go live again on the following Friday. Dan, he's drinking that Crown Apple whiskey. Good for you, buddy. Try mixing that with cranberry juice. You'll thank me. I'll have to, AJ. I'm gonna go check out your channel, dude. I promise you. So when we get out of here, I can't do anything now because I'm live. But when I get out of here, I'll go subscribe and I'll go check out your video or your videos, man. Heads in the back end. I know how that goes. I'm telling you, D-Boz, it's a life-changing experience. They call it a Washington apple. And I remember back in the day, we used to do it like almost like a, not really a shot, but like a double or triple shot, It's just basically Crown, cranberry juice, and maybe like I don't know if it was some sort of like apple liqueur or whatever, but it was really good. So when they came out with Crown Apple, it was just natural. You mix it with cranberry juice. You got to wash an apple. It's delicious. Put on ice, drink. Oh wait, are they getting that clear stuff tomorrow? They getting that shine tomorrow? Damn it! Damn it! All right, we have a Facebook page too. So if you feel like hopping on there, go to Bigfoot Input, add us, or join us. Go to Bigfoot World, join them for sure. Tim T, everybody you see here, Tim T, they have Facebooks that you can join, and we'll join yours in return, and we'll be able to check it out. So. Speaking of the Bigfoot team, here is one from Rebecca Rollison. Ooh-wee. Excuse me. Yeah, absolutely. Man, that was too. I was like, oh shit, I hope that didn't come up on the microphone. It's like one of them Bigfoot growls. Oh well, it's not the worst thing that's ever been said here. Oh, you like that, D-Boz? Yeah, I'm telling you, that's good shit right there, buddy. Yeah, Rebecca, man, she's got some really good stuff, and stuff she doesn't know about. It's because Miguel points everything out. I mean, not to discredit her in any way, but I just don't think she would recognize this stuff. I mean, look at that. Look how cool that picture is. Like, I'm sure it's like some sort of, skunk ape or whatever, but it almost looks like some sort of bat creature, which I'm not going to pretend that's a real thing, but I'm just saying. That was not stomach growls. That was a beer belch. If I'm honest with you, that was J Mac just drank a 24-ounce beer. It had a lot of salt in it. Ugh, ugh. D-Boz, you put your life in danger traipsing out in the woods with these people. I wish you the like best of luck, my friend. I really do. Yeah, Bat Squatch. I have the Bat Squatch beer, the Rogue Bat Squatch beer. I have that. Damien K, what's up, my guy? Damien's coming all the way from, ooh, correct me if I'm wrong, Ireland? Yeah, Kathy, how's your dog doing? How's that working out for you? What's the name of your puppy again? She lets you sleeping. That's the important part. That's right, Miss Bean. Little Miss Bean. Very cute little puppy. It's funny, Damien. So, like, I'm Irish, but not in the way that like I was born in Ireland or I came from Ireland or whatever. But like my, you know, great great grandfather was probably Irish, something like that. Came to you know, Plymouth Rock at some point, whatever. Um, but I've always wanted to visit, and I just have never had the opportunity, yet. So I don't want to jump off this picture just yet. I think it's really interesting. And the closer you get to it, like the more detail you can see. You see that like really sour puss it has on its face. Like look at that big frowny face. Goodness. And the big nostrils. This is a great photo. You know what, Kathy? She'll be a good puppy for you, though. Like, sometimes feral animals are the best ones. She'll have that loyalty. You're feeding her, you're petting her, you're giving her a warm place to stay, whatever else. She'll have that loyalty for you. So, I think mutts and feral dogs are probably the most loyal dogs you'll find. Right? You and her are kindred spirits. Heading out in the woods together, doing your thing. Oh, man. And I'll tell you what, you can't beat the weather right now. If you guys are out, camping or doing your thing right now, just like today. Today was the most beautiful day I've seen. I don't even know how long. It was not like overly hot. It wasn't overly cold. I mean, I had the windows down, riding home. And I mean, it was just gorgeous Florida weather. And, we get like 4 or 5 of those days out of the year. So take them while we can get them before the humidity comes back in. In fact, I think we're supposed to get another cold snap coming. I don't know if it's going to be as cold as it was. My God, man. This cold snap was a little brutal, if I'm honest. And I know it's Florida, you know, but still, it gets so cold um, that the cold just sort of sets into your bones, you know. It's like with all that humidity, you know. If you, like, I think a dry cold would be different. Cool, AJ. Go ahead and click that button, my guy, and I'll find you later on. It alerts me whenever anyone, like if you're joining my group, it's telling me, hey, somebody wants to join your group, so uh, I'll have to go approve it. Yeah, that was the first snow we've had in a long time, but that was kind of strictly North Florida. It didn't get down too low. Let's see. I have a member request, but I don't think that's you, buddy. Oh well, come back around to that another day, huh? Oh, that's okay, man. I hope both teams lose the Super Bowl, so it doesn't matter. I hope it snows and hails in New Orleans. New Orleans, rather. You guys remember Turner and Hooch when he's like, God, send me hail, hail the size of cantaloupes. Because I'll be honest with you, man. I mean, when like I said, I was like, well, if the Steelers are out, then I'm a Bills fan for postseason. I gotta root for the Bills. And then of course the Bills couldn't, you know, beat the refs and the Chiefs at the same time. And now here we are with the. It was a really great movie, actually. Yeah, but now here we are with the Chiefs and Eagles in the Super Bowl, and I just can't figure out who the hell to root for. I mean, you know, I feel like the Chiefs they're cheating blatantly, and the refs are just cheating for them. It's like a whole Tom Brady situation all over again. And now I hate the Eagles fans, man. Not the Eagles themselves necessarily, but the fan base is just shitty. But I do love Saquon Barkley, so I don't know, man. I'm having this like existential crisis of, you know, who's going to win the Super Bowl, and I guess it really doesn't affect me either way. But but still, rooting for the Eagles. I almost think you almost don't have a choice, right? You have to root for the Eagles, and I don't like them. Like I really hate their fan base. I think they're all dicks. Um, but yeah, I'm a big fan of Saquon Barkley. I love that guy. Like he would look great in a Steelers uniform. Um, so I guess I got to pick somebody. Yeah, Tampa's out. Yeah. He's not rooting for anybody. Wiley's not rooting for anybody. He's like, I don't care. I hope both planes crash on the way to the Super Bowl. Um, I just I'll be in Nashville for the Super Bowl itself, and I guess I gotta just say go Eagles. I mean, I don't really love the idea of it, but this whole Chiefs three-peat thing I think is just taken off. It's really messing with the judges, like, you know, the ref's judgment. I'm not gonna say that they're blatantly cheating and there's like a whole conspiracy about it, but I think it messes with their judgment. You know, like, you know, when you have Mahomes who's willing to whine and cry, like Brady did. You know, like he's another Tom Brady, and he's out there using the loopholes in the NFL just to get as many penalties as he can. So. Yeah, I agree, Wiley. I was really pulling for the Bills. I was. I said this is their year. You know, they've never won a Super Bowl before. I was like, they can do this. And there was, oh God, there must have been four nasty calls against the Bills, and it wasn't as bad as like the Texans, because frankly, you know, the Texans was even worse. But without those key calls, I mean, with a 3 point game the way it was, the Bills really had a freaking chance, man, and I think they should have won. So, but hey, what the hell do I know? I run a YouTube channel about Bigfoot, and I don't get paid like those NFL refs do. I think they get paid a lot these days. It's grimy. That, you know, that's a good way to put it. They are grimy. And their fan base is who really turns it off for everybody. They're just really shitty people. You know, like I don't have anything against Zach, you know, or Barkley or whatever. Like, you know, play the game. But I mean, their fan base is just awful. Nobody wants to see them win. They'll burn down Philly if they win. You know. Maybe that'd be all right. I don't really know. Well, you guys saw that whole Ryan Caldwell thing, the guy that like attacked those like Packers fans, the woman and the husband and the wife. You know, she rooted for something that she didn't really know what she was rooting for. You know, and all of a sudden this like Eagles fan over her shoulder like starts calling her names that I won't repeat on this broadcast. But anyway, so yeah, like just really terrible names. And the husband like kind of like says something to him, and he like does it again, like doubles down. And the husband, you know, you got to understand, like, he should have jumped up and really beat the shit out of that guy. But when you're surrounded by Eagles fans and you're the only Packer fan there, you know what's going to happen to you. No one's going to ask questions. They're just going to jump you. So they ended up, when they got home, they ended up like posting the video online, and then the internet took over and like found the guy on social media, and he ended up getting fired from his job because he was like a what do you call that, like DEI, like a diversity, ethnicity, like whatever else he was, for like he was like a CEO or whatever. He got fired. You know, but he, you know, he was just such a tool, man. He deserved more than that. But yeah, true. I don't know, maybe so, but I'll leave it at that because I'm not sure. Yeah, when doesn't the internet go too far? Well, they do. Yeah, probably so. I don't know. I just felt like the stuff that he called that guy's wife. I was like, if that was me, I mean, beat down or not, I'm gonna get that guy. Like that one dude that said that, he's gonna get hurt, and then his buddies can jump in on top of me. That is what it is. But I'm gonna get him. Right. I don't even think they're gonna have to bail me out. I'll be in the hospital. I mean, you go after that one dude, the Eagles fans are just gonna jump in on you. You know. I think one of the things I love about this channel is that we get on here, you know, we're all Bigfoot enthusiasts, and then next thing you know, like we're talking about video games, we're talking about alcohol, football, whatever the case may be. This guy Matthew A. Johnson posted this at camp. I think it's pronounced. I think it's pronounced Zanu, Camp Zanu in Washington State. Western Washington State. Well, there you go, buddy. I've never been there myself, but yeah, Camp Zanu. It's with an X, and I don't know where that is, or I didn't actually look into it because I'm not from Washington, but I think it's a good enough picture. Updates are never a good thing, ever. Just saying. Oh, Wiley, did you? Sorry, guys. Did you see my Christmas gift? You see this magnificent beast right here? Isn't it though? And it changes colors, which is the coolest thing ever. It's like, this is just like orange. It has like 20 colors. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, it's metal, and then they put like LED lights on the back of it. So you can just, like, what you're looking at is a picture of it. You're not actually looking at the thing in, live time, but you can actually change the color. Let me see if I can do something unprecedented here. Let me get you outside of the magic zone. There you go. You guys see that? Here you go. Watch. Watch. Man. I am so damn impressed with this thing. It's crazy. Turn it off. There you go. Oh, very cool. Very cool. A lady in my life bought that for me for Christmas. She knows how I get down. Very neat gift. Oh yeah, the LEDs sell it, bro. I mean, it's like, yeah, very cool. I mean, it would be fine without it too. Just like, kind of whatever. But like at night, like to flip the colors on this thing, it changes the whole vibe. It will fit into my studio when I get that one of these days. All right, let's go back to where we were. Sorry, I got distracted. Here, that one, that one. Wiley didn't get to see this one. I think this is cool. Backwoods Bigfoot. Yeah, that was on the last one. This is basically all of the pictures from episode 55. Yeah, I know. I want to hit this guy up and be like, "Hey, do you print this?" There's camp. There's this guy, and I'm being hit up. Let me see. Oh goodness. There we go. Okay. Just got a picture from Kathy Westman, and I really wish that I could use my mouse on this one, but I can't. So here you go. I can't really control much of it, Kathy, because it's, again, an impromptu picture on my phone. I mean, that face shot I think is pretty incredible. Which obviously is here. We're catching one eye, nose, mouth. And you're saying that you can see the feet. Which has to be down here somewhere, right? Well, we'll do a deeper dive when we'll put this in the next video. All right. I'll tell you what, guys, we're at an hour and 23 minutes, so I'm willing to stick around for another, 40, 50 hour, whatever. If you guys are going to be here for it, I am going to take a very small pause for the cause, and then I'll be right back. So, talk amongst yourselves. Give you a decent picture to look at here. I think this one might be the takeaway of the week right here. All right, we'll let you guys check this out for a minute, and I will be back just momentarily. All right. Alright, folks, I am back. Reading all the shit that you talked about me while I was gone. Kidding. Alright. Have ourselves a few more drinks here and a snack. I'm going to add snack time into our fray. I'll promise not to attempt not to chew in your ear, but you know, when snack time calls, it calls. What can I say? Kathy Westerman on this one. I hate when that happens, Wiley, you know? You're all kind of full now, and you're like, oh, man, buzz is kind of let off. So I have been on this cheddar cheese and Ritz cracker thing lately. I think it's a thing from my childhood for sure, but it has come back around with a vengeance. Yeah, this one. Yeah, you get two hands involved here. Like that? Is that good? There you go. There's your peep, Wiley. Of course, buddy. You're perving over these pictures. I'm eating cheddar cheese and Ritz crackers. I'm telling you, I'm hung up on. I gotta let them go. But I think it's a thing from my childhood. It's like nostalgic. It's a hell of a snack. I do have all the good stuff. I try to set it up for myself. This is the first time I've ever snacked on air, but when the mood strikes, you know. So I'll tell you what, this picture looks a lot more impressive on my side, but still, it looks it looks computer generated, maybe, you know. I'll tell you what I really want you guys' opinion on is this. This woman, Melanie Patton, posted this picture. Actually, she posted a couple. She claims that it's a long story, and it was in the video, but she basically claimed that she was trying to get a lizard out of her laundry room, and it set off her Ring doorbell or something. And she came up with this guy, or this creature here. My boys are trying to get me to play Elden Ring, but I refuse to pay the price tag on it. Besides that, I probably wouldn't have time anyway. Like, to me, in this shot, I see a mouth here, and I see two nostrils here, one in there, one there, and then maybe one eye, almost like a lion. Has like the big hooded nose here. But, you know, I understand that's kind of a stretch. And I'll go back to the other picture anytime if anyone wants to see it. But this is like the second or third second into this Ring camera capture, you know? Yeah, like braids or dreads, right? Let's go back to the other picture. So I went over this in the last video, and who's that? Arc Wildman Survival. Hey, buddy, welcome. So I went over this one in the last video, and I reached out to this woman to be like, hey, you know, we want to use your photo. Well, she reached back, and I mean, she had a story, and I didn't, let me not say anything rude. I didn't include it in the video because it was so long and like extensive, and I won't include it now. But there's a lot of talk of, you know, transdimensional travel and, you know, various type of things. I don't think that discredits the photo that we're looking at, but I just don't know what is it, you know? It's like, I don't understand, like, what is this, like, what is this, like, sort of headband thing that we're looking at now? We've seen clothes or accessories of some kind in previous videos, so that doesn't shock me if there's some sort of headband. We've seen sunglasses, we've seen ponytails, we've seen different things. So that doesn't shock me. And we've seen hair braids, like hair bands going around the head. It doesn't shock me, but I just don't know what the heck we're looking at here, you know? That's as far as I can zoom out, too. You guys look at the other one again. Get a... There you go. I mean, is this eye shine up here? Is that like an eyeball? Some sort of eye shine? And this is like a side profile of the face. Again, I keep seeing a mouth here and a nose here and an eyeball up here. And it looks like a creature. I mean, to me, that looks like Lion-O, you know, from Thundercats. It just doesn't look like a human to me. No, no. I see the eye here, or possibly here, the nose here, the mouth here, and the braids or dreads or whatever are up here. And from what she says, like the creature was standing up, so almost like the hair would go above the head, you know, like it was on its way to like come back down. But listen, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to, yeah, it's like a side shot. You're right now. I'm going to say this, and I want to keep it as respectful as possible. When you enter the realm of trans-dimensional and cloaking and things like that, it's really hard to say what a photo is based on that belief. It's kind of like when, if you believe in the divine, it's hard for me to give you a logical argument about what it is we're looking at because you believe in something far different than what I believe in. So, again, I'm not trying to discredit this woman at all. I'm just thinking, well, this is what we're seeing, and this is what I'm going to say that I see. But if something like that exists, it's far beyond anyone's realm of comprehension. I think that was respectful. I think that was as good as I could say it. Yeah, there is something going on back here, like shoulder, head shape. And you can almost see like a mouth right there, like teeth. So maybe something going on back here, possibly. She said that a lizard had came into her laundry room and she had opened the door to like get the lizard out, and it caused motion, and it caused the Ring camera to like come on, and basically this is what she caught. So I always find it funny. I'm like, well, you know, it's like this, right? I will listen to someone's story, and just out of respect, I'll believe that what they're saying is true. So when you add picture and or video to it, it really should just solidify the story. But sometimes we get so caught up in, is it real? Is it fake? Is it a hoax? Is it this and that? We forget that the story came first. And that's true. I mean, anything in history It's just stories, you know. So, so I'll take this lady at face value and say, well, this is what she saw, you know. So, welcome, Stephen. We had a guy, Big Chief something or other, that left a comment recently. It said something about there being, you know, a lot of naive people if they're, you know, believing anything in the pictures of nothing that we're showing. So, you know, he had to go. I don't accept that sort of one-sided, abusive view of things. I don't care if you don't believe it. Like, don't. It's fine. Don't believe it. You know, it's not a big deal. But to like kind of run off at the mouth like that. So he's gone. And if he happens to be listening, I mean, I don't like you. Nobody likes you. Not even your mother likes you. So that being said, I think we can move on. Sometimes the truth is hard to take. It really is. It's hard to accept. I'm not sure if I buy that, Wiley, but there's a lot to unpack there, you know? I've had orbs show up in different colors because I communicated with it. Um, but I don't think it was there because I had a digital camera. I mean, maybe it is, bro. Maybe that edible is allowing you to see things, you know, on a different level that you wouldn't have seen before. Yeah. Take the volume down there. I think like orbs are like a natural thing, right? But sometimes like when they appear with faces in them or they follow you. It's a little hard to dismiss them. Wiley's grandma is stealing cable. Sorry, Grandma. Truth is the truth. Yeah, I don't really think there's much going on here other than like a rock. I mean, an oddly shaped one, given, but they keep, or it's someone, but they keep like panning the video away, you know? Wait a minute, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry, we're going down a weird road here. I want to get back to. There you go. I'm going to show this. This is not Bigfoot related at all, but does anyone remember this exact same video? Let me just stop talking. But you see this guy, he's getting ready to throw a practice pitch, whatever, like he's throwing it. Boom, this guy catches the ball before it hits the lady. And he says, "Keep it on the field, boys." Anybody remember that video? I don't know if it was staged or not, but I remember that being a blonde-headed white lady. Yeah, I've heard it chalked up to the Mandela effect before. I remember it being, yeah, it was a blonde lady. She was white and blonde, and I saw this video recently. And I was like, who the hell is that lady? This is the exact same video. Now, that being said, I can't find the video with the blonde lady, of course. But that's kind of how the Mandela effect works, right? Alright. Let's see. What else is there to see? Boise Bigfoot posted this one. That's not a good video. So I think we talked about this recently, but this is the first time I'm actually showing the video. South Carolina. I think the guy's name is Foul Mittens. He was like a bird hunter, but when he was getting stalked by Bigfoot type creatures, whatever. He sort of changed his whole MO into like videotaping this shit every time he had the opportunity. So if you watch this video, like these trees fall. It's nuts. I think this one made it all the way up the line to Thinker Thunker. He claimed that he spotted the creature. I didn't actually watch the video.
I hope you can hear this. This sounds like gorillas fighting in the tree. They're breaking limbs bigger around than me. I've never seen anything like it in my life. This is the second time I've come over here. And the first time when I got up under them trying to figure out what it was, they started breaking limbs off and throwing them at me. And I still cannot figure out what it is. Look, they're ruining this freaking place.
I think if you watch towards the end there, you'll see the branches falling.
What in God's name is it? It's bigger than me, whatever it is. Because it's breaking limbs off that it would take me 2 minutes to saw.
And go watch, like I said, his TikTok, I believe, is Foul Mittens. And he has some stuff. It's always like
Look, see, he's coming right above me right here.
quite out of
Throw
sight
something at
type
me,
stuff.
whatever
But
it is. Yeah, they don't like you messing with them. Look. What in God's name?
but if you see the movement of this tree, like towards the end of this video, I'm like,
What's
it's
going on?
kind of hard to fake.
Look. That's bigger than me. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. What in Jesus' name is doing this? Oh my God, he just took half the tree down.
I don't think
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I don't think Jesus has anything to do with this, honestly.
Oh, it's gotta be I don't even think a bear would have a chance in Hades, and they're doing this. It's something stronger than a bear. And he is pissed. Yeah, that's a healthy tree,
Was.
about 8 to 10, maybe even 12 inches in diameter, that he just broke because he's pissed because I'm getting close to him.
South Carolina?
Yeah, I think I'm going to bounce, but I think he just hit the ground, which means he's about to face me on foot.
Right.
And I don't really want to wrestle.
You gotta have him screwed on tight to shine your flashlight up at this guy, but
My God, look at the tree. He just freaking broke in half.
Five signs of trauma that you didn't know a sign.
sorry. You guys are diving into the personal side of my Facebook here. Let's see if I can get you guys something to look at here. The Office. I hope you guys saw Nosferatu. It was pretty good. Not a horror movie, by the way, as they claim it was, but it was still pretty good. This content isn't available. Okay, well, why? Well, I'll tell you what, if I was that Foul Mittens guy, I would be taking like video from inside my house. You know, because like I'm not just gonna stop. Like, all right, it's time to get off the porch because this guy's scaring me. I'm gonna go inside and keep filming. You know, but maybe that's just me. I don't know. You know. William, welcome. I'd be armed, but I mean, I would still be filming. But like, I'm not gonna like miss this opportunity to film this creature. Kathy would stay outside. She'd go shake its hand, you know. She'd be like, "Hey, buddy, how are you?" I don't know, like this video is cool, but it's like it's so, I don't know. I hate the word fakeable, but it's true. It's just so fakeable. So I would never kill one of these creatures because it's like you don't know what kind of hell that's gonna unleash on you, you know? Well, you know, like my dream of this channel is to like have a Bigfoot Input mobile, you know, and like you hop in the RV with the Jeep attached to you and like run out to wherever in the country there's like a Bigfoot sighting. But I'm like, then you got to get out. Then you got to like go out in the woods and actually, you know, explore this shit, and that's kind of scary, you know. Sorry, same video. This is obviously fake. It's a video, but it's a cool channel called Shortest Blockbusters, and they make this like very cool CGI, and this is supposed to be of a Wendigo, which I think is neat. Cough, cough. Sonny Vader, you sorry bastard. He just like keeps throwing shit out there. I'm like, ah, it could be real, it could be fake. You decide. I'm like, we've decided, dude. It's fake as shit. Okay, can we take it just a moment break right here? Did you guys see Nosferatu? It was pretty good. It wasn't a horror movie like it was kind of like made out to be, but it was still really good. Get past all my personal stuff here. Sorry. Although if you can't laugh at that, you know, I just don't know who you are, so. Okay, no spoilers. So it's totally worth watching. I think it's a good movie. I liked it. It's a gory, tragic movie. So that, to me, that doesn't make it a horror movie. I love horror movies, like just up and down. I love them. This to me was not a horror movie. So it's a gory, tragic movie, and it I think it like gives Nosferatu the sort of comeuppance that it deserves. So it's worth the like 2.5 hours. Like if you want to go out and watch it, fine. Watch it at your house, whatever you want to do. It's worth it. Just don't go into it expecting a horror movie because it's not frightening. It's just not. It's a tragedy. That being said, I enjoyed it. So go watch it. Um, no spoilers. Yeah, so like what defines a horror movie? To me, it's always about something supernatural, first of all, and it should make you feel a certain kind of way. Like for example, like when I first watched what the hell's the name of that movie? Well, there's certain movies that just like make you feel like weird, like Exorcist, you know. So it's like when you watch it, like you feel, oof, like you feel kind of like weird afterwards, you know. And that's your body's like response to trauma. You feel dopamine and endorphins. Um, so like the better the horror movie, the more you're gonna feel that way. Like you almost feel drunk when you leave, you know, because your body's like like they're compensating for what just happened to you, you know. Sorry, it's gonna bother me until I figure out what movie that is. I'll get it to you in just a second. All right, Hereditary. Like we went and watched Hereditary in the theater, and when I left, I felt drunk. I literally felt that like my body had given me so many endorphins and dopamine to compensate for what had just happened to me watching that movie. I felt drunk. So yeah, like to me, that's that's a good horror movie. That's what you should watch. Um, and there's you know there's only so many of those in the world. Well, I said it has to be paranormal, not supernatural. So paranormal movies, yeah, like Psycho, that raised us. Like, to me, there's nothing more frightening than what humans do to each other. Like, you can like fuck off with your ghosts and your goblins and things like that. Like, what humanity does to each other is more terrifying than anything. Hey Toto, welcome back. But I would, like I said, I would say, if you have never seen, obviously, to me, Exorcist is probably one of the most scariest movies ever made. Um, but Hereditary is absolutely, it's a 2.5 hour like assault to the senses. The director, I don't know his name, he does not care that he's like in your face and the scenes take too long to to filter themselves out. Like you're watching this and you're like, when the hell is this gonna be over? And he's like, I don't care. So it's like it strings things along in a very violent kind of way. But anyway, it's a great movie. And if you like horror, I think it should be in your wheelhouse. Signs, yeah, Signs was good. I thought Sixth Sense was better. So, Wiley, I get what you're saying, right? Because, like, for instance, I'm gonna throw this out there: The Firm. This is it's like an older movie back from the '90s with Tom Cruise. It's not a horror movie, but like when you watch it, man, it's Tom Clancy. It constantly has you feeling like someone is chasing you. You're feeling like, I can't get over this, and I'm like, they're chasing me, and then my wife, and they're gonna get me, and so I get what you're saying. Like, it doesn't have to be horror to make you feel a certain way. And I think, to me, The Firm is probably one of the movies that really got to me as a kid. Yeah, it's Tom Cruise, and I think Nicole Kidman's in that. Maybe I might be wrong about that, but no, I think I'm wrong about that. It's Tom Cruise, and I can't remember who all's in it, but yeah, it's called The Firm. It's Tom Clancy, and it's one of those movies that kind of keeps you on the edge of your seat. Whereas, like, you know, it's all innocent, because he's just a guy joining a law firm, and they're like, here you go, pick your car, and they're all like, oh, his wife has to pick the color, you weren't listening, ha ha ha. And it's very tongue-in-cheek. And then all of a sudden you realize that, like, wait a minute, this, like, the firm's up to no good, and they've, like, kind of recruited this guy, and now he is part of them, and it's a really good movie. And I'll stop talking about it. I don't want to give anything away. Tommy Boy's in the house. Your nephew's basketball game? I mean, do we really think that's an excuse? is the nephew's basketball game? Your nephew would not miss you as much as we did. I mean, come on now. We actually we did a movie review a couple times on this channel, but I didn't follow through with it. Not sure if it's something I want to get back into, but we were trying to do like a cryptid movie review. So like all these like movies like exist and different things. We were doing a review on them, and I guess like it was okay, but I'm just not sure if I want to get back into it. Well, Tommy, I did it on this channel. I just, I didn't love it. Like I think I did Big Country or whatever. I did a few, and it was okay. I didn't love it. We've done a lot of stuff on this channel. Like I did cryptid inspired drink reviews, like alcoholic drinks and stuff like that. Like it was all right. I just didn't love it. So it was like we've done a lot of stuff on this channel, like to kind of explore our spaces, but we didn't actually get into it. And I haven't made a new video on cryptic input in a while. So I definitely want to do a new video on there soon. I did one recently. Oh shit, what was it? Oh, it was the tiger, the Siberian tiger one. That was a good video. I like that. It's funny you say that, AJ. One of my earliest subscribers, one of my members on YouTube, his name is Adventure Monty, and he has donated probably $3 or $4 every time he showed up to allow me the money to pay uh, to watch Harry and the Hendersons. And I have still never actually met his expectations of watching that movie. But one of these days, I hope to. I hope to be able to watch it for him. But I just, to me, it doesn't look great. I'm like, yeah, it looks like a family kind of like whatever. But he keeps paying money. He's like, please watch this movie. You'll appreciate it. So one of these days, I hope so. Well, Exist wasn't bad, Wiley. It really wasn't. And I think it's called what is it? Big Country? Big Country. That's not bad either. Just pirate the movie and pocket the money. This is it's an old picture. It's supposed to be of a Sasquatch leaning back on its right arm, looking out at the mountain. Well, Wiley, if I'm gonna watch it, I want it to be like top-notch quality. I don't want to watch some like bootleg version of it. I mean, I'm cheap too. I'm not opposed to pirating, but if I'm gonna watch this movie, I want to get like the full experience, you know. So I'm gonna get like the Amazon version of it, you know, where I have to pay because I want to see the best possible version of this shitty movie. I'll go check out Pair of Breakdowns, but I have never seen a genuinely good breakdown of this picture to debunk anything. No, Tommy, I haven't heard that story. Yeah, you know, Wiley, I watched that shit. It was mainly about like marijuana growers, so I didn't get into it. All right, Toto. Good night, man. Again. Yeah, Wiley, and I think like what happened was obviously, you know, people trying to get rid of bodies of other marijuana growers, and they just kind of brought Sasquatch into it as like lore and blame them. And like as I'm watching the film, I'm like, this has nothing to do with Sasquatch, nothing, and it kind of pissed me off, you know. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you another 30 or so minutes, but gotta let me go. Take a pause for the cause. So I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I mean it. Glip, glip, glip. All right, round 3. Here we go. Yeah, I don't believe in any of those like television shows. Obviously, I think they're all contrived, unfortunately. Here's the Mark Andrews suit, which is posted up in the Expedition Bigfoot Museum in Cherry Log, Georgia. Been there numerous times. Cool place to go. As long as you don't take as long as you don't take it too seriously, because shit they have is fake. They would never accept that idea, Wiley, because it would take away from all the other series they have. They want you to sit there for, 20 hours a night watching that same old recycled shit over and over again. Best show ever. Yep. People ask me all the time, like, what'd you think of that, like, Expedition Alaska or whatever? I'm like, I didn't. I will watch anything by Les Stroud. So I heard that he's coming out with a second rendition of Survivor Man Bigfoot. I will be glued to that for sure. All right, Kathy. Have a good night. Hey guys, go like and subscribe to Kathy's channel if you haven't already. Definitely worth that. It's free and it helps out a lot. So. Yeah. Like I said, I will watch anything that Les Stroud puts together, and I think that he's not a believer, and he's not a skeptic either. Like he just kind of calls them like he sees them. So yeah, I definitely dig Les Stroud and Survivor Man Bigfoot. That was one of my favorite. Like, you know, I've watched all of his stuff, but that was like wow. So, and I get that he's very objective. He hasn't seen what he needs to see, but he will tell you the stories of what's happened to him. And if you watch, like, this is way back on like Joe Rogan's like original series, uh, his original podcast. Les told a story. He was like, well, you know, I was in Alaska, and I heard whoops, you know, and he made a joke. He goes, you know, Alaska, land of the apes, and it's true. Like, but he heard whoops there, so. Yeah, I don't know what episode of 5 will be out, but I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to that. Episode 5 will be really interesting. I will watch them all, you know that. I hope that Les Stroud's new series, Bigfoot 2, Episode 5, will be about skunk apes in Central Florida. But we'll see. Yeah, D-Boz, that's the one in Romania. Welcome, Tomo. Good night, Kathy. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not sure what Kathy has to do that is more important than this, but hey. Hey Tommy, are you gonna do that cooking show or what? Wiley, Wiley says, I realized I've been drinking at a breakneck speed since I tuned in. Hey brother, me too. But I tuned in at like 7 p.m. So, you know, it's all right. We're all here. We're all together. Uh, grab onto somebody if you need to. We're good. No, we started about 7 p.m. We're not going to do a short show, but we will end it probably at 10. So, yeah, D-Boss has to be up real early. They're meeting in the swamp at 7 a.m. So, and they're actually going to go out and like film shit. So, Central one. Yeah, I'm not sure that's the best one. Tommy, I will subscribe to that channel if you do that. It's my old shitter. My old bathroom, my old Bigfoot bathroom. Uh, it went so far beyond this. That's my like patty replication foot though, right there. I love this picture. It says, here you go. Me explaining why Bigfoot exists, even though no one asked. Yeah. Steve, how to hunt.